Hey, welcome to another video. This one is obviously a bit different. You can guess from the title what it is. But today I'm basically going to be sort of discussing this year on my channel, 2024, not the coming year. And then after that, I will be discussing the coming year. I'll discuss kind of the future. I kind of thought of this idea a while ago. I thought maybe this would be a cool thing to do at the end of each year, because then you can kind of go back. I'll make a playlist. You can see how things have changed through the years. I wish I've done this like the past 2 years. That might have been interesting, but I didn't, so. And I won't talk about those because this video might be long enough already. I have like Spelunky gameplay in the background. I don't know if it'll be enough gameplay, or if maybe it'll be too long. I don't know. It's a cool run. I mean, you can just watch that. It's my Subway Surfers. But anyways, I guess I'll start. So this year, a lot of videos came out this year. That was cool. A lot of new people watching me now. And if you're one of those new people, you'll want to watch this specifically. You'll want to watch kind of the end. I'll put timestamps in the description. They should update like chapters or whatever. But yeah, I'm not editing this much. This will mainly, unless there's like a long pause or I misspeak or whatever. Um, but yeah, I'll go over each major video or live stream or whatever. Not every video, that would take too long. Um, I'm gonna discuss like new stuff that started this year, stuff that I maybe haven't held promises on, that kind of stuff. Starting with, so I should pull up my actual videos. I have like notes in front of me. You can tell this is gonna be unfocused. I don't have a script here. I just have kind of notes, which I didn't write very well. Right, here we go. I have my channel up. So the first video this year, well, not the first video, the second and the third did really well. They were my best performing normal videos when they came out. And that was huge for me. That got me excited for this year. They were the 3D Celeste video, and Infinite Craft. And I mean, their success didn't carry over, which makes sense. They weren't really related to anything else, but it was still a cool step. And it kind of showed me that doing new stuff is the way that if I want to get views, but of course I'm not really focusing on just views, I'm focusing on building kind of a community around certain games. Um, but those were really cool. After that is a Spelunky 2 mod video. I've made quite a few videos that's just like trying out various mods. This one kind of sucked, and also I didn't make the part 2 to it, which you'll see as a pattern here. I don't do that often. Um, but that's fine. I'll probably play those mods again at some point. And right after that is the worst video I've ever made, performance-wise, which is strange to me. I'll talk more about videos like that at the very end, but I don't really care about that. They're mainly, it's like a let's play of a random game. Most of those don't perform very well, which I am absolutely fine with. I understand I wouldn't really watch those. Unless they're like a one-off game like 3D Celeste that did it. And then right after that, very eventful little section here. I started my Spelunky 2, but if blank the video end series. I might have explained it there, but these were directly inspired slash taken from the Mario YouTuber Red Falcon, who I used to watch. I know saying I used to watch sounds weird, like I still probably watch him sometimes, but he made videos on Mario Maker 2 when it came out when I was younger. They were probably targeted at like a younger audience, but hey, I was younger then too. I don't so um but I still do this series. I really like them, and I'll talk more about them at the very end. You'll see that as a pattern, but the next one, 2 videos after, not a great way to start off the like continuing the series because it was an April Fool's video. I'm not sure how many people got it, but it was basically I touched green multiple times throughout the video, and then the very end was like the most dissatisfying end possible. It was, oh, I've been touching it the whole time. I guess it ends. With very inconsistent rules. It was trying to be a very subtle kind of video. I like those jokes, but I should have gone more like I did last year. The year before this, whatever. I think one person got it in the comments. Now I am going quite a few videos ahead. Um, to the Mario Party analysis video. Actually, before that, I'll talk about I did kind of a reaction live to the Nintendo Direct. It was after it went live. which sucks. I feel like that sucks, but I still reacted to it and I made a video out of that. Um, Again, I'll talk more about videos like this at the end. But I don't really want to just upload these as main videos anymore. But then right after that, I did an analysis video of the Mario Party trailer. This was before it came out in October. Um, well, this was before October, but um, this was kind of my first like higher quality video. I have a playlist called High Quality Videos, which maybe the standard will change over time, but for now it's this and one other one that I just did. Um, but this one, I mean, it wasn't very well made, but I think it's a great step towards a kind of video I want to make. Not a transition from what I'm making now, but a type of video, which you'll see later. Um, but it did well. I like so far on this channel, whenever I do something that I'm like, I hope this does well, I put a lot of effort into this, it always does well. I don't know how. Um, but yeah, that's uh cool. And then right after that, not in this video, but I went back and kind of retroactively added this to this video. Two videos after that, Spelunky 2, but if I touch blood, the video ends. Uh, I have a thumbnail template and font that I use to this day now, which this was 4 months ago. It's to this day is a weird saying, but you know, I um I wanted to kind of have branding, I guess, not really for branding's sake, but more just so people who watch me who may not be like on the Discord server are interested in that, they can still see it's my video if they want to watch it. Um, which I think is good. I like when channels do that. I uh I had a comment, which thank you so much for this. There's someone in my community who has given a lot of feedback on my videos. Um, and that's very useful. But it's also kind of helped me realize that I don't want to perfectly kind of like what's the word? Optimize videos for like perfect views. I want to kind of build my own thing, um, but still understanding what, like, if I want to get more people kind of watching, what I need to do. It's kind of hard to explain. It's somewhat in between. Like, I do care about getting new viewers, but you know. But yeah, I think this is good. I got a little better at titles, I think. My I'm more experimental with them too. My favorite titles, the YouTuber Failboat, makes like Nintendo videos known for Kirby, I think, mainly. Uh, he usually changes them later, but when he first uploads videos, he has just like very short, funny titles like um Stop, I don't know, all lowercase. I'll go to his channel and I'll just put some on screen. But those are the type of titles I like, so I've done some of those. That's not really relevant here. I don't know. Ignore that. Mainly thumbnails. I think I did good, and I've kind of established my brand color, which I've had for like 2 years, surprisingly. Um, but also this video, Spelunky 2, but if I touch blood, the video ends. It was the first kind of like clickbait thumbnail I did for Spelunky. I photoshopped red on the water. It doesn't look very good, but whatever. But now that's how I get thumbnails. Not that, but I use Overlunky, which is like a debug mod. And I spawn stuff in and I go frame by frame to get the perfect screenshot. I didn't do that here, but I'll talk about that when it's more relevant. Actually, it's relevant a tiny bit later. Yeah, it's monkey too, but if I touch white, the video ends. I spawn like a million skeletons, and that's very clearly like fake to me, but when I think about it, I do videos like this with mods, so it is like some people could see this and think, oh, it's trying to dodge all these skeletons. So I don't know if I want to like change kind of how I do it and not do the ridiculous over the top ones where I spawn a million things in. But feel free to comment your ideas with that. I don't know. Um, I would like them. I would understand they're exaggerated to catch your attention, but I don't know. Um, right after that is a video about Dome Keeper, which is a indie game I found, which was fun, but I never made the part 2 because I lost the recording. So sorry about that. Maybe I'll play that game again sometime. I don't know. It didn't get many views. I don't really care. And around now, I don't know exactly now. In my notes, it's right after that. But I started a live stream series. That was a challenge in Stardew Valley, which I haven't made a single video on. But that was kind of the point of this. Um, but basically, it was trying to get the maximum number of unique items without leaving the farm. Which, if you don't understand that challenge, if you haven't played the game, that's fine. But there was at least one person who really liked that series. And the streams got like hundreds of views, some of them. So I want to continue that in some way. I'm sorry I stopped it. I just haven't had much time to live stream. Um, but I was going to, once I finished the in-game year, I was going to make a video on it with like voiceover or whatever. But I I don't think I want to do that with the file I have because I picked like the wrong farm. It's not ideal for the challenge, as people pointed out. So I want to finish that, maybe finish the year, and then I want to restart it with more better planning, start it properly, and make that into a video. So the first one can just be kind of a side note. Um, but yeah, I know that's a very small percent of my audience who subscribed for that. So I'm sorry that you missed out on that, but I promise it'll come back at some point. I'll talk more about my live streaming, what I'll do with that at the end of the video. Um, but after this point, I made a lot of Spelunky 2, but if blank the video ends videos. That was most of my videos. I played UFO 50. That video did terrible. Because I didn't make it a proper video. I just did a first impressions. I'll talk more about that type of video at the end. But yeah, I haven't mentioned I've done a few like tier list videos up to this point. And I continue to do them. I'll talk more about those at the end of the video. But yeah, it's um they're a thing. One of these video ends videos, I did it in a modded mode, which I want to do more of. I said in that video, like, oh, do you want to see more? Do you want to see some of these online? Which I did. Um, do you want to see more of these modded? And I haven't done any more, but that's because I haven't come up with good ideas. That series specifically, I need very good ideas. So if anyone has ideas, feel free to suggest them. I will, even if it sucks, I'll write it down in case I can make it good later. And it probably won't suck. There's even very basic ones I just haven't thought of, like I did if something explodes recently. That's crazy. And also if you have like something that might need mods, not like complicated mods, but if you know of a mod that exists, I can do that. I do mods all the time. Or if your idea requires me to spawn an item or enemy into the game at any point, I can do that too. I can Overlunky lets me like cheat. I can teleport around. I can enable God mode. I can do all kinds of stuff. So feel free to suggest those either here or on my Discord server. But at this point, I made a channel update video, but not like this one. It was kind of, I was concerned about my channel at that point because I didn't really know what unique stuff I could do outside of the Spelunky stuff, which luckily I figured it out. But um, this video was exclusive to my Discord server. It was like unlisted. Um, So you can probably find it if you join that. I don't know. I think one person watched it. It wasn't really meant for people to watch. It was more meant for me to just say something about my channel. I don't know why I was so worried. It was doing fine. Um, but yeah, it's important to mention that. And in that video, I said I wanted to slow down making videos. But I also in that video mentioned that during December I would be uploading every day up until Christmas, which I did. I'll talk more about that later. Um, which seemed counterintuitive, but it ended up being amazing for my channel. So, yeah. But before that starts, I did a online version of a Spelunky 2, if blank the video ends video, which I really liked that video, and I made another one later. But these are a lot more similar to those videos I mentioned in Mario Maker, because I was in the online mode. They're a lot more hectic. I like them, I'll make more, but they're not my main thing. I also uploaded a Spelunky 2 clip as a short. If you don't know, I used to upload a ton of Spelunky 2 clips. And I want to upload more because they're not like making content, but they're still like they're a thing I share with I don't you know what I mean? They're like I'm not making something there, so I don't want them to be like main videos like I did before. But there's something funny that happened to me that I want to like upload somewhere, and YouTube Shorts are good for that. I also immediately after this made a TikTok account to post them as well. I posted the two I made since then on there. I haven't used them much. I don't care about that. It's just another place to put them. Maybe one or two people will come to my channel from there. And then I announced the December uploads, which I just mentioned. This was just a little video I did to announce them. I made 8 of these recorded beforehand, which were useful. I think I uploaded all 8. I might have been 7. But I kind of thought about this thing differently than last year. It wasn't like a challenge. You can watch that video if you want to see the announcement video. But yeah, it was I think this month went really well. I guess I'll save that to the end. But yeah, when I started the month, it was just more of the same, but more of them. I started a kaizo map series, um, which was fun. I'll make the last video of that later. But then right after that, I uploaded the first Subnautica randomizer video, which got 12,000 views, which is crazy to me. I usually get a few hundred. I mean, I didn't know Subnautica was a huge video market, but I'm glad it did well. Ton of people came to my channel from that. It didn't have a ton of comments, which means engagement wasn't great with it, but that's completely fine by me. I don't care about having the perfect video right now. It was fun to make. It opened my eyes to even more that make videos on new games, but like high effort videos, not just like trying new games, which I want to do more of. Um, but yeah, I'm glad this one did really well, and I hope to continue the series. Um, but after that, in this month, there's not much more to talk about outside of the second video in that series also did well, but not nearly as well. It got around 2,000 views, which is fine by me. Again, like that's a lot of views. That's one of my best performing videos. But yeah, if I keep going, there's not much more in the series outside of the last video of the series. Um, actually, no. Before that, I started I joined a live stream charity event hosted by Senzu Mike, another YouTuber. He mainly makes Minecraft stuff. But I guess he invited me because he plays Spelunky. He found me through that, which is cool. I only ended up doing 2 of them, which is unfortunate, but I donated $15 to it. I raised $8 for it. That's fine. It's cool. But that was fun. I want to at some point play more games with other people because that was fun. Maybe make a video collab or two because I used to do that with my friends, but I can't anymore for personal reasons. But hopefully I can do that with other people, maybe other Spelunky people. But yeah, it was really fun. I'm sorry I didn't stream more of it. But I wasn't interested in a lot of the games they were playing. But it was a cool thing. We raised a good amount of money overall. It was like 200 total between the people. Um, but I had a goal on that. To if I raised $20 to upload in January, do like a week-long series, which I'll talk more about later on some Spelunky 2 mods that I found. But since I didn't stream much, I thought that was unfair, so I donated $15 myself to make that goal. So that's cool. So I will be doing that. But yeah, finally on to the Christmas special I made. Not very Christmassy, but it was the worst thing about every Mario game. It was a new type of video for me, which if people who subscribe to me actually watch this video, then you're probably from that video. So welcome to my channel if you are. You've probably gathered from earlier in this video, I haven't done something like this before. But I'm very passionate about Nintendo games. I haven't made videos playing them because I don't have a capture card for my Switch. They're cheap, I could get one. Um, I may or may not have used not official console to get all the footage in that video. Um, but I was really proud of that video. Obviously, there's a lot of flaws with it. But it was my best performing video ever. 14,000 views right now, still slowly going up. Probably it'll get to 15,000. Um, but yeah, it was really cool. The main issue with it was my mic quality, which you may have noticed has already improved a bit. I don't have like a good mic right now, but it is a mic that's actually meant for like not like a gaming mic on a headset, which I had before. You can tell me how the quality is. I can change settings, whatever. I use like noise isolation to like crisp or whatever. I don't know if people use that for recording. I might have that on. I don't know. But you can tell me what you think about it. Um, but then also in that video, there were a lot of comments about my kind of points in the video, which I mean, obviously it's an opinion-based video. That's probably why I got so many comments. Many of them agreeing, many of them slightly agreeing, many of them completely disagreeing, which kind of showed me that, like, I mean, for certain points in that video, because I had like a point for every game, it showed me that, okay, well, people disagree, but I still hold strong with my opinion. But with other ones, people convinced me of other opinions or showed me that you need to play more of this game because you don't really understand it well. So, yeah, I mean, maybe when I make the second video, I'll have a little like intro section that like I'll make some joke like my opinions were bad or whatever. That's not really what happened, but you know what I mean. And I'll kind of discuss how the points change. But thank you to anyone who commented on that. Some of the people were quite rude about my opinions, which, fair. But yeah, that's the end, I guess, of going through my videos. Now I want to move on to the future. So I was originally sure when I wanted to do next year during this month. I was like, man, I love making these videos daily, but it's a bit too much. If I turn that down to like weekly, that'll be great. I'll just make Spelunky videos, I'll make games, and I'll slowly work on kind of making more videos like the Mario one. Not to replace these, like I said earlier, but they're fun to make. People like them, and there's something I can kind of add my own touch to rather than just gaming challenges, which are all about just the idea. That just has to be unique. And I already have tons of ideas for this kind of video. Not like specifically the worst thing about every blank game or every Nintendo console. I thought that might be a good one. Um, but more kind of high quality ideas. I'll throw some of them out there. But let me pull up I have a doc of video ideas. Okay, I might not actually have much on here, but I was thinking kind of a video about the party game genre as a whole. Not like a specific idea about it, just kind of my history with it, because it's my favorite genre of games ever. And I feel like it doesn't get enough appreciation because people love the Nintendo ones, but that's half the story. I grew up playing party games on my brother's computer with him, um, and those are some of my favorite ones. So I'll talk about that at some point, maybe. I had one about a game that I absolutely hate. I don't know why. It's like an okay game, but you might have heard of it. It's called Superliminal. It's described as a Portal clone. It's kind of a Portal clone. It's a puzzle game. But I think it sucks as a puzzle game. It's not funny. It's not interesting, and it's a walking simulator. I That's the best way of describing it for me. So I want to like rant about that game at some point. Um, I think that's all I had. I had more ideas. I'll write them down at some point. But yeah, I hope to make more of those. Right now, I have hundreds of people who subscribed for that content. So if you're one of those people watching this, hopefully you will. And I know you probably won't. Um, but if you are, I will probably just upload these randomly every like 1 to 2 months if I can make them that fast. Because I don't like you think I have time to work like a job at editing videos. I obviously don't. I'm in school. But yeah, I'll try to get those out maybe every 1 or 2 months. If that changes, I'll talk about it on Discord. I do have a second channel, which I haven't used much, so I want to move some content there. Um, I'll move kind of the lower effort videos, so like the tier lists, like I mentioned earlier, the kind of let's plays of some kinds, not all of them. Sometimes if I try a new game, I'll make a great video out of it, but sometimes it's just like me playing the game, which I did quite a few of this month. And for that, I'll probably put it over there because for those, I don't really care about them doing well. I more care about it's fun to play a game. Um, I want to share that with people, so I'll share it with my subscribers over there, even though they won't do very well. I don't care. I will keep my Spelunky 2 video end series here. I think those are a big part of my channel, and I like having kind of the high energy, like faster, shorter videos. They're fun. They can be very short or very long. I like that about them. They're random. I will also keep the high quality videos when I make them here. I know they don't mesh well with my other content, but for now, there's no point trying to spread out. I feel like that's a problem when it happens. I think a second channel works fine as long as I keep it actually a second channel and I like spend less effort on those, so I don't need to make a third channel like some people. My main schedule would be what it was directly before December. Every Friday I will upload something. But I don't want to follow that rule much. Like I want it to be like when I make like a series, I might do like, well, like I said earlier, there was a reward where for a week I would upload daily of Spelunky mod videos that I made. I will actually be doing that very soon. Yeah, I'll keep you updated on that if you join my Discord server, maybe on like posting on YouTube community, whatever. But yeah, I might want to do that. If I have some series, maybe I'll add it as the second weekly video for like a month, and then I don't know. But mainly every Friday, that'll be the main video. Streaming will not have a schedule, but I'll try to do it more than like once a month, like I did before. I think streaming's really fun. I don't think I'm great at it, but I don't care. I don't do it for views at all. I just do it because it's fun. I can talk to some people in chat. Even if I don't, I can play and talk without worrying about editing it later. But now I'll talk about some specific series. I already mentioned the Spelunky 2 video ends. The Stardew series, like I said, if you skip to this part in the video, I will be restarting that after I finish this year, and that farm I will turn into a video. So the one I'm currently doing, I'll finish the year on it with like one more stream, and then I'll do a lot more research and I'll restart it properly on a better farm for what I'm doing, and I'll hopefully make a video out of that. The Subnautica series will continue. I'll try to do maybe one video a month. I'm not sure. Next video will come out hopefully soon. They're longer videos to edit, but there's nothing about them that's harder to edit than normal videos outside of that, so I don't know. But the next video, yeah, it hopefully will come out soon. A few other random series that will continue will be the kaizo map I was doing. I have one more video on that, and hopefully I'll play another kaizo map at some point. Those were fun videos, and they did surprisingly well. Maybe not compared to the Subnautica video and the Mario video, but you know. And then some other ones I'll probably continue on my second channel, like some of the Let's Plays I was doing. Splodey, that was a fun game. Robot Detour, the puzzle game. And I'll also move tier lists over there. I might have already mentioned that, but I think they work better there. And finally, the Mario video, the part 2, will hopefully be the next kind of high quality video I make. So again, in 1 to 2 months. It's a bit harder because I can't get proper footage of it. With it's harder to legally play. Okay, I don't. No one's watching this. It's harder to emulate. But I'll figure out a way. Maybe I can. I'm sure there's gameplay you can get that's like copyright free. So if you think that would kind of take away from the video, please comment. I don't know if people care about the gameplay, because the other one I just recorded all myself. That's why it was not very skilled. But yeah, I hope with that video I'm able to kind of make better points. I'll play the games more, and I already have played all of those games more, because the retro ones I haven't played a lot of them that much, but these new ones I've played a lot of. So yeah, I hoped that it could all be one video, but obviously I barely finished this one in time. I finished it on Christmas Eve, and it was a Christmas special. Maybe I'll make like an unlisted video in the description of that one that's like, oh, if you want to watch both of them together, here's the both of them without the outro to the first one and intro to the second one. So it's like seamless. But I think that's about it for this video. Thank you for watching if you did. If I forgot to mention anything that you're curious about, please comment or tell me on Discord. If there is anything, if you or I notice it, I will add it to the pinned comment. So make sure to go read that. If there isn't one, that means there was nothing to add. But yeah, like I said at the start, I hope to continue this type of video next year or the year after. I think it'll be fun annually. Obviously, that's not relevant to you for another year. But yeah, I hope this year goes as well as the last one. And one other thing, I am currently halfway through the watch hours I need from the last year, I think, to get monetized. I have all the other requirements, at least for now. It's like last year for all of them. You have to keep it up. So I could not be halfway there in a bit, but for now I am. So that's interesting. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Whether you watch the Spelunky ones, the Subnautica ones, the higher quality ones, whatever you watch, I hope you watch that. And I hope you also check out some of my other content because it's quite interesting. Even if you don't play like Spelunky, it's quite a fun game. If you like Nintendo games, you might like it. I don't know why. It's got like a cute art style. I guess that's it. But yeah, that's how I found a lot of games. So, but anyways, I'll see you next time. Bye and Happy New Year.